Hello, and welcome to Can I Beat Pokemon Ruby in 12 hours or less?
Fewer, with a single Pinsir. When I was a kid, I used to brag that I could beat the game in one day. So now I'm seeing if that was actually true. The Nuzlocke challenge in the last video was fun, but one hell of a slog. So I'm looking to do something a bit quicker this week. Although I decided to use Pinsir for this playthrough because we soloed the Elite Four and Steven with it at the end after losing all our other Pokemon. But how about we start with a Draw Circ Pokemon fun fact? Did you know that if you were eaten by a Tyranitar, you would be turned into the small pieces of stone that it uses for its Sandstream ability? Warning, Draw Circ fun facts are neither factual or fun. Right, so let's cover the rules. I can only use Pinsir in battle. Other Pokemon will be used for HMs, and a Magikarp will be used for any double battles, so we can use Splash. No items to be used in battle, held items are okay, and we can use Pokeballs to catch our HM slaves. We can also heal with items in between battles, that's not breaking the rules. No glitches or exploits, and no saving before big battles to conserve time, as that's the main part of the challenge. We use the Universal Randomizer to replace Trico with Pinsir, as our rival will have a starter that's super effective against us. We also select running shoes inside, and lowercase Pokemon names. Starting the game, we actually see a Spindle without any spots. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Almost like it's naked. And we call ourselves Draw, because no one on the internet actually calls me Draw Circ, and we learnt last time that Draw Circ doesn't fit. We grab Pinsir out of the bag, defeat the Poochyena, and nickname it Riznip, which is Pinsir backwards, but I think it still works. Riznip has the Hyper Cutter ability, which will come in very handy, and a naive nature, plus speed minus special attack. It's not the best, but it isn't the worst either. It'll do. Battling May, we defeat her in 3 Vice Grips, and level up to level 6. When we get to Rustboro City, we're only level 11 and only know normal moves, so we can't even entertain fighting the gym yet. After defeating the trainers on Route 116, we level up to 13 and learn Seismic Toss. We are still a little bit underleveled for the gym, so we go and grind for a bit. Only grinding against Poochyena, Zigzagoon and Wingull on Route 103 to gain some speed and attack EVs, we level up to 15. Now heading back to the gym, we battle the gym trainers and level up to level 16. Challenging Roxanne, she sends out Geodude first. We hit Seismic Toss for just under half of Geodude's HP, as it retaliates with Rock Tomb for just under half of our HP. Next turn, we're still faster, even after the speed drop, and hit another Seismic Toss to take Geodude into the red, but it then crits us with a Rock Tomb, KOing us. Challenging her again, we try a Vice Grip this time, but it does next to no damage to her. Geodude hits a Rock Tomb, taking us to 32 HP, then we hit a Seismic Toss as Geodude misses a Rock Tomb. Roxanne heals up Geodude, we hit 2 more Seismic Tosses, and then Geodude uses Defense Curl. Roxanne uses another potion, and 2 more Seismic Tosses then take Geodude down. Out comes Nose Pass, and 3 Seismic Tosses take Nose Pass down as it hardens, and then misses a Rock Throw. As we win the Stone Badge, we check the time, and we are at 1 hour and 18 minutes, making good progress. And we teach Rock Tomb to Riznip to deal with the flying types better. When we get to the second gym on Dewford Island, we're level 18. Machop is out first, we focus energy and get hit with a critical Karate Chop for a whopping 9 points of damage. We Vice Grip as Machop bulks up, and we knock it out the following turn with another Vice Grip. Next out is Makuhita, which we knock to yellow with a Vice Grip, as it bulks up. We crit the next Vice Grip and KO Makuhita, winning the Knuckle Badge. And we teach Riznip Bulk Up. We give the letter to Steven, and then when we get to Slateport, we check the clock, and we are at 1 hour and 43 minutes. Looking great so far. We challenge the Trick House to get a rare candy, and then fight May on Route 110. She sends out Wailmer first. We bulk up to raise our attack and defense as Wailmer hits us back with a Water Gun. We bulk up again and then get hit with a critical Water Gun, taking us down to only 35 HP. 1 powered up Vice Grip takes down Wailmer in 1 shot. Combuskin and Shroomish are each taken down by our Vice Grips in 1 shot as well. At level 25, Riznip learns the Revenge and we replace Seismic Toss. We need a decent fighting type move for the Electric Gym because of the Steel types Magnemite and Magneton. As Revenge always goes last, it's not reliable enough. We battle the trainers around Moorville until we reach level 29, and then we use 2 rare candies we had lying around to level up to 31. This is when we can learn Brick Break, the best fighting type move until Drain Punch becomes a thing. We challenge Watson and he sends out Magnemite. 1 Brick Break from Riznip takes it down. Voltorb is out next and is also 1 shot with Brick Break. Magneton is out last and Riznip is a machine and KOs it in 1 Brick Break as well. We win the Dynamo Badge and checking the clock we're at 2 hours and 39 minutes. We lost a little bit of time having to level up to level 31, but we are still ahead of schedule. We rock smash in the tunnel and teach Riznip strength, replacing Vice Grip. We go to the Meteor Falls and scare Team Magma away as they flee up Mount Chimney. We give chase and Maxie wants to battle. He sends out Mightyena and Hypercut prevents its Intimidate. I told you that'd come in handy. Brick Break is a one-shot on Mightyena and out comes Camerupt. We hit a strength, sending it into the red, and it focuses its energy. Maxie uses a super potion, but we still knock out the Camerupt with strength. Last out is Golbat, and we hit it with strength, sending it into red HP. It hits us back with Supersonic. As Maxie heals up Golbat, Riznip hits itself in confusion. 2 more turns, we hit ourselves in confusion, and Golbat hits us with 2 wing attacks, leaving us with only 3 HP. Riznip snaps out of confusion, and I'm certain we've won, but Golbat lives on 1 HP and then knocks us out with Bite. As the last place we healed was Farlabra Town, we have a pretty long trek back. Back to Maxie, we knock Mightyena out with a Brick Break, try to set up with Bulk Up, but get burnt by Camerupt's Ember. We Bulk Up again to negate the burn's effect, and then hit a strength on Camerupt. This leaves Camerupt with 1 HP, and it knocks us out again with Ember. Back from Farlabra Town again, we challenge Maxie again. We knock out Mightyena with Brick Break, hit Camerupt to 1 HP with strength, knock it out the next turn with another strength, and this time use Rock Tomb and one-shot Golbat, beating Maxie finally. We grab the Meteor and then checking the clock, we are at 3 hours and 28 minutes. Even having to do the Maxie fight 3 times, we're still making good progress. Challenging Flannery, we bulk up twice in front of a Slugma as it sets the sun, and then one-shots us with Overheat. I thought only Torkoal had Overheat, because Slugma always gets taken down so easily in this gym. We challenge Flannery again, bulk up once as Slugma sets the sun, and then take out both Slugmas, one with a Rock Tomb and one with a Strength. Then we hit Torkoal for 3/4 of its HP with Rock Tomb, and then get one shot with Overheat again. This time we don't set up and just knock out the 2 Slugmas with Strength. Knock Torkoal to half with Rock Tomb, hoping to survive the Overheat, but it still knocks us out even without the sun. We really need a new angle of attack. Grabbing the TM for Dig, we replace Rock Tomb with it. Hopefully that extra 5 points of power will help us out. We knock out the 2 Slugmas, hit Torkoal into the red with Dig, and then get knocked out with Overheat again. I really wish Overheat still reduced special attack when it misses. The next time we challenge her, we bulk up in front of Slugma, and it goes for Smog. Thinking it'll go for Sunny Day, we bulk up again and get hit with an Overheat. We actually survive, and then sweep through the entire team with Dig, winning the Heat badge. Also, I never noticed that Flannery was so thick. I forgot to check the clock, but checking the footage time, we're around 4 hours. Roughly 1 gym per hour at the moment. In the desert, we grab one of the fossils. But which one? Why don't you guess down in the comments below? Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. On the way back to the 5th gym, we stop into the nerd's house, and he gives us a return for the Meteor. Now back in Petalburg, we challenge our father. He sends out Slacking first, and we bulk up as he yawns. We bulk up again on his loafing turn, then we fall asleep. Slacking tries to yawn us again as we continue to sleep. On its next loafing turn, we wake up and bulk up again. Now we knock out each of the giant sloths with 3+3 brick breaks, beating Mr. Dad and winning the balance badge. After getting Surf from Wally Sr., we check the clock and we are at 4 hours and 23 minutes. After clearing out the Weather Institute, May challenges us to a battle. Whalmer is out first and we bulk up twice as it hits us with 2 water pulses. We don't get confused, which is good, and we KO Whalmer with strength. Combuskin comes out and gets immediately KO'd with strength, and we level up to level 44. Shroomish is out last, and he's also a one-shot with strength, but we do get poisoned with its effect spore. Heading to the flying gym, we challenge Winona, and she sends out Swallow first. We bulk up as it goes for double team. We actually manage to hit a strength and KO the Swallow. Out comes Pelipper, and we bulk up again. It hits us with an aerial ace, but due to 2 bulk ups, it doesn't do much to us. Predicting the Protect, we go for another bulk up. Then we accidentally go for bulk up again, as Pelipper hits us with a water gun. Predicting another Protect, we bulk up again, and then the next turn we KO Pelipper with strength. Altaria is out next, and we knock it out with another strength, leveling up to 46. Last out is Skarmory, which we knock out with a critical brick break, winning the feather badge. Checking the clock, we are at 5 hours and 2 minutes. When we are heading towards Lily Cove, we replace Dig with Thief, as Duskull is immune to all our moves at the moment, being a ghost type, and having the ability to levitate. In Lily Cove, we challenge May to a rematch, and she sends out Swallow first. We bulk up as May starts using Winona's strats, and double teams. We miss a strength as Swallow double teams again. We hit the next strength, KOing it. Combuskin is out next, and Riznip KOs it with a strength. Wilma comes out and goes down to strength, and then last out is Shroomish, another one-shot with strength. We chase Team Magma up Mount Pyre, then to Slateport, and then to their Lily Cove base. Along the way, our Magikarp accidentally evolved into a Gyarados, but I didn't think much of it at the time because then we could teach it some water HMs. However, I didn't think about Intimidate, so if you think using Gyarados instead of Magikarp for double battles makes the run invalid, let me know down below. Back in Lily Cove, we delete Strength from Riznip at the move deleter and teach it Return instead, as it should love us enough by now. Surfing over to Moss Deep, we challenge the gym. We zip along the conveyor and say hello to Tate and Liza. They send out Lunatone and Solrock, and we send out Riznip and Gyarados. Gyarados' Intimidate activates, but as you will see, they only use special moves. But once again, if you think it negates the run, let me know in the comments. Riznip Sword stances as Solrock sets up the sun, and Lunatone hits Riznip with Psychic, lowering our special defense. We hit Solrock to red HP with Brick Break, as it KOs Riznip with Flamethrower. Yeah, this might be a bit more difficult than I thought. The next time, we Swords Dance again, as we get hit with Flamethrower and a Psychic, taking us into red HP. The next turn we hit Brick Break on Solrock again, hitting it to red HP, and then get knocked out with Psychic. Challenging again, we Swords Dance, Solrock hits us with Flamethrower, and Lunatone Calm Minds. Hitting Lunatone with Brick Break this time, as it's the bigger threat, we KO it, and Solrock targets Gyarados with a Psychic. We hit a big Brick Break on Solrock, sending it into red HP, as it targets Gyarados again, KOing it with Flamethrower. Tate and Liza heal up Solrock, but then we hit it with a critical Brick Break, knocking it out and winning the Mind Badge. Checking the clock, we are at 6 hours and 25 minutes. We definitely lost some time chasing Team Magma about. Also, having to reset the puzzle each time we challenged the 7th gym did not help. Grabbing the HM for Dive from Steven, we found the Team Aqua underwater base. We found the TM for Earthquake and replaced Thief with it. At the end, we find Groudon, and Maxie wants to fight. Brick Break takes Mighty Anna down in 1, the newly learned Earthquake takes down Camerupt in 1, and Outlast is Crobat. Return takes Crobat down to yellow HP as it retaliates Withering Attack. This hits us hard, but it's nothing we can't handle. Maxie heals up with a Super Potion, but another Return takes it down and we beat Maxie. Groudon flies away and we follow it to Sutopolis City. Heading into the Cave of Origin, we grab the HM for Waterfall and catch Groudon with the Master Ball. Heading to the gym, we challenge Wallace. He sends out Love Disc first, and we start Swords Dancing. Love Disc hits us with a Water Pulse, and then Attract. We manage to break through the attraction and KO Love Disc with Return. Out next is Whiscash, another one-shot with Return. Out comes Celio, an easy one-shot with Brick Break, and then out comes Seeking. We return it to the ground in a one-shot. Last out is Milotic, another one-shot with Return, because Riznip is a powerhouse. We gain the Rain Badge and the right to challenge the Elite Four. We head straight for the Pokemon League, and at the end of Victory Road, Wally challenges us to a rematch. First out is Altaria, so we Swords Dance as it Dragon Dances. Luckily, we are still faster and KO Altaria with Return. Next out is Delcatty, which is a one-shot with Brick Break. Wally then sends out Magneton, which we KO easily with Earthquake. Return takes down the Roselia that comes out next in 1, and then last out is Gardevoir, and you guessed it, another one-shot with Return. We fly around the map, grabbing a few PP ups for Riznip's Earthquakes, and then we challenge the Elite Four. Before we begin, the clock is at 7 hours and 43 minutes, so we have just over 4 hours to defeat the Elite Four. It's looking good. That's about 1 hour per Elite Four member. Sydney, the Dark-type trainer, sends out Mighty Anna first. We Swords Dance as it Sand Attacks us. Honestly, I'm surprised it still has Sand Attack at this stage. I guess Sydney is one of those trainers. Then we knock out all of Sydney's Pokemon with Brick Break, although we do get hit with a Fake Out and an extra Sentry from Shiftry, as we get flinched and miss an attack. We knock it out the next turn. Next is Phoebe the Ghost Trainer, and she sends out the Dusclops first. We go for a Swords Dance as Dusclops confuses us with Confuse Ray. We then hit ourselves in Confusion as Dusclops hits us with Curse. Without being able to heal or switch out, it's actually impossible to win if this Dusclops hits us with a Curse. We start again at the beginning of the Elite Four, as saving after each battle we beat is against the rules. This time we just KO all of Sydney's Pokemon with regular Brick Breaks, so I didn't even need to Swords Dance last time. This time we try and take Dusclops down with an Earthquake, but we only hit it for 3/4 of its HP, and it confuses us. We KO it with another Earthquake, breaking through the confusion, and out comes Burnett. We hit ourselves in confusion, as Burnett hits us with a Shadow Ball. Next turn we hit the Earthquake and knock Burnett to red HP, and then we get hit with a Will-O-Wisp. We snap out of confusion and try and finish it with Earthquake, but Phoebe heals up Bennett to full HP. We use Swords Dance to nullify the burn, and Bennett knocks us to 18 HP with Shadow Ball. The burn then takes us down. This time, when we get to Phoebe, we Swords Dance, and Dusclops goes for a Future Sight. This is huge, as we are now able to take down the entire team with Earthquake, only taking a little damage from Future Sight. On to Glacier next, and we Swords Dance as Glalie sets the hail. We then one-shot all of the ice types with +2 Brick Breaks. Drake is the fourth one, and he sends out Shelgon first. We Swords Dance as Shelgon hits us with Rock Tomb. This lowers our speed and will be our downfall. We go for a return as Shelgon protects. Next turn, we hit the return and one-shot Shelgon. Drake sends out Flygon next, who sets the Sandstorm. Then we KO it with return. The next Flygon comes out and hits us with a big flamethrower, burning us in the process. Our return only takes Flygon down to yellow HP. We then get taken down by the Sandstorm and our burn. Next time we challenge, we manage to get to Drake again, but forget to heal off the damage from the hail in the last battle. Trying to KO Sheldon with return before it hits us with Rock Tomb, but we only hit it into yellow. It hits us with Rock Tomb, and then it isn't long before we get taken down again. We try to challenge again, but get taken down with Curse from Phoebe's Dusclops. The next time, we manage to get a lucky run where Phoebe uses Future Sight first turn, and we end up back at Drake. We Swords Dance, get hit with a Rock Tomb, KO Shelgon, then the first Flygon, and then the second Flygon goes for Sand Attack instead of Flamethrower. We manage to hit the return on the Flygon, knocking it out, and then Salamence comes out. We get hit with a Flamethrower and actually survive, but we miss the return. We get knocked out by another Flamethrower. We need a better strategy. We grab the Soft Sand and the White Herb. The Soft Sand to add a bit of extra power so we don't need to Swords Dance against Phoebe, and the White Herb to restore our speed after the Rock Tomb with Shelgon. We run the Elite Four again with the Soft Sand and Earthquake against Phoebe, and it's going pretty well until we get to her final Pokemon, another Dusclops, and it manages to freeze us with an Ice Beam. Then we are frozen for 5 turns until we get KO'd. That was unlucky. We then get another run where we're cursed by Phoebe's Dusclops, but the run after, we have leveled up to 72, and now have enough power with Earthquake to KO the first Dusclops in one shot. We one-shot all the ghosts into the last Dusclops, which hangs on with a sliver of HP. It uses Ice Beam, but doesn't freeze us this time. It eats a Citrus Berry to restore HP, and we KO it with the next Earthquake. Glacier is no issue as usual, then it's on to Drake. We give Riznip the White Herb, and it restores its speed after Shelgon hits us with Rock Tomb. Because we were able to Swords Dance, we systematically KO Shelgon, the 2 Flygons, Salamence, and then the Altaria, which we hadn't even seen before now. Last is the champion. Steven sends out Skarmory first, so we Swords Dance as it goes for Spikes. Thinking it will use Spikes again, we Swords Dance again. It hits us hard with Aerial Ace for just over a quarter of our HP. We hit it with Brick Break on our next turn, and it actually lives on 1 HP. How bulky is Skarmory? It survived a +4 Brick Break from a Pinsir 16 levels higher than it. It then hits us to yellow with another Aerial Ace. We know Steven will use a full restore, so we Swords Dance again. This time, we one-shot Skarmory with Brick Break. Claydol is out next, and a +6 return is enough to KO it. Cradilly gets sent out next, and is a one-shot with Brick Break. Almoldo gets taken down by an Earthquake, and Aggron is taken down with 1 Brick Break. Metagross is out last, and Riznip takes it down easily with another Earthquake. And with that, we defeat the champion, the Elite Four, and the game, and the challenge. As our Pokemon is recorded into the Hall of Fame, it's revealed we managed to complete the game in 9 hours and 16 minutes. Also, Steven mentions that only champions are allowed in the room with the Hall of Fame computer, but that floor is so shiny, so I think I know what the champion does when he's waiting for challenges. He's buffing the floor, because you can't have regular maintenance people in there. He's got to be doing it himself. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. This was a great challenge as it combines the difficulty of a solo challenge run with the challenge of a speed run. Now, I know 9 hours is probably eons compared to actual speedrunners, but I'm still proud I completed it that fast. Honestly, I wasn't even sure I could do it in less than 12 hours. Well, thank you again for watching until the end. Make sure you like the video if you enjoyed it, and check out some of my other videos. On screen right now you should see a link to our previous challenge and our most recent video that we've uploaded, so check them out. Share the video on other social medias as well, as that helps me out massively. Also, come check me out on Twitch, where I do shiny hunting, follower battles, and tell me this video sent you. I'm very close to 250 followers, and I'd love to reach that landmark. Also, subscribe to this channel and ding that bell to get notified of my new videos. I have some exciting new ideas coming down the pipeline, so you want to be ready for them. You can also follow me on Twitter for channel updates @DrawCirc. Leave a quick comment down below for what challenge I should do next, or just leave a generic comment asking me how I am. It would be appreciated. Well, I think I've rambled on long enough. I will see you again next time. Bye bye.